Welcome everybody to another episode of Don't Be Afraid podcast. My name is Tolu Onilere. Thank you for joining us. I'm taking over again, and this is another in the series of conversations where I'm having with content creators, stroke influencers, stroke celebrities, just talking about the digital creative economy. If you haven't seen the previous ones, please go check our page. But today I am thrilled to have with me virtually, because that's the way we do digital, because we're global and all that kind of stuff for Nigeria, covering Nigeria. I'm really thrilled to have with me, I'm going to call him Mr. Bushkiddo. I'll let him pronounce his own name because or else I will murder it and create a cultural war. So, Mr. Bushkiddo, nice to meet you. Thank you for agreeing and thank you for joining us.
Nice to meet you too.
Fantastic.
You actually got the name right. It's just straight, plain, Bushkiddo.
Bushkiddo.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the background to it?
Yes.
What's the background? What's the background to it?
Okay, I got this name from my secondary school years. Back then in secondary school, I was like this kind of a very naughty guy. You know, I like joking with the teachers. I understand them very well, so I know when to crack jokes. I know when to do stuff and make everybody happy. So there is this particular teacher. When I crack a joke, he will say, "Don't mind him. He's a bushman." You understand?
Yes. Okay. Alrighty.
So that's how like my friends just kept calling me Bushman. So it was Bushman at first.
Okay.
It was later on when I started this content of a stuff that I now check. We have a lot of Bushman online. Like when I want to create a handle, I will see a lot of Bushman. Like somebody has created a Bushman handle already. So I was like, okay, let me tune this into something else. Then I tried Bushkiddo and it just went straight. Like it's free, it's available, and I switched to Bushkiddo.
Okay.
That was how I got the name.
Alrighty. Okay. Is that? I mean, it's your brand now. Have you ever tempted to go to your own real name or to change it, or you're comfortable, or it's what you're known by? So have you trademarked it?
Yeah, that's what I've been known for. For example, back in the days, I've been like 9 to 10 years in the content creation industry. You get? So back in the day, my early stages back then, because I was the first northern skate maker. I was the first.
Okay.
So there are some villages, they don't even know comedy. So they call it my name. They will just go to like those guys that usually use laptops to download content and push to the people in their phones. So when they go there, they will just say, put Bushkiddo for me, 3 Bushkiddos. You get? So
Okay.
the name is a trademark, like it can't go. It's here to stay.
Oh.
And one unique thing about the name is wherever you search in this world, there is only one Bushkiddo. Like it's only one.
Okay. All right. So how did you start? Because you mentioned about, joking in class. Is that where you got started from? Or what was your journey? How did you become a hang on. Do you call yourself a content creator or an influencer? Is there a difference? How do you refer to yourself?
I think I'm 3 in 1.
Okay. Alrighty.
Yeah. Because content creator. I create my own content, I post.
Okay.
Secondly, as an influencer, you give me a product, I create a skit for it, and I promote it for you. And then thirdly, I can call myself a celebrity because in the north here, I can't step out alone into the public. Selfies everywhere.
Seriously?
Screens and everything. push, let's snap. Hello, I'm your fan. So I'm 3 in 1. Yeah.
Okay. So how did you, back to it. So how did you start? How did you go into content creation?
Okay. As I told you earlier, I like cracking jokes in class. So back then I realized like, okay, I'm good at this. I'm really good at that because people always laugh. Like when I miss class, that time I don't have a phone. They will normally call my mother's phone and they will be like, okay, where is this guy? The class is so quiet and peaceful. What's wrong? Where is he? Like I can't miss class. I can't skip class. They will locate me. So after my secondary school years, I now went to university. That's still in Kano. I did my primary, my secondary school, and my university all in Kano.
Okay.
So after my university years, back then I had a lot of time with me because I'm done with NYC. There is actually nothing. There's not a lot of things to do. So I was just free with my phone. I just go online and just watch stuff. One day I was just going through my it was Instagram. I was just going through my Instagram. I was just scrolling. I just came across a page. The guy is a black American. Like he does skits a lot in just 15 seconds. He just do something 15 seconds. Boom, he just finished. And you crack up, you laugh. I was like, wow, this is no. This is very interesting. And what he does is he does skits similar to what I usually do in class.
Okay.
Like in my class, I don't speak for long. I just speak like two, three words and everybody will just laugh. So I was like, okay. Now this is creative. It's something similar to what I've been doing in class. So I decided to just let me shoot a video. Back then, I just used my phone. I cannot even edit very well. So I went on YouTube and look up like, okay, which app should I even use to just join videos? I saw a few apps. I just downloaded one that is free because some of them are paid. I was like, since I'm just starting and it's just a play, let me just use the free version because some options are locked on the free version. Like you can't export video longer than 30 seconds. You can't do this. I was like, I'm fine, I'm good. 30 seconds, 15 seconds is okay for me. So that was how I started. I just sat down, thought of an idea. The idea was, let me just share with you the first idea that I shot. Okay, it's normally in, that's how it is in Nigeria. I don't know if it's like that in the south. Once you get anything, any document, any particular that is very important, my mom will always say, photocopy that thing and laminate the original.
Yep. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so I decided to let me do something about this common thing that is everywhere. The first day I renew my ATM card, I kept the new one. The old one, I went and laminated it and cut the edges, and then it looks laminated. That was my first kit. I acted two people in the video. I was the person with the ATM card, and I'm the other person like listening to myself. So I just came and like, bro, how fun? I was like, what's up? I said, I got my ATM. He said, where is it? I just gave it to him. He was like, what is that? I say, it's laminated, of course. Like, don't you have home manners? But I did it in Hausa, so I don't know if in English it will relate. So he was like, what? He was shocked. So it went viral. Like it was just people on status. It was just going. And the skit, it was just 9 to 10 seconds, I think. So that was how I started. From there, I just kept on shooting skates, shooting skates. From hobby, it turns to something else because it was just for fun. I was just doing it for fun, and then later on, it got monetized. Endorsements. People are just coming in too much, and it just blew up.
Alrighty. Okay. But so even your first skit went viral. That's impressive. So I mean,
Yeah,
okay.
it went.
Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Yes.
Fantastic.
No,
But
not only the first one. Let me correct you. Not only the first one. Like
okay.
the first set, like the first set, like that year, those sets, I was dropping back to back. Each day, I'll create one skit. Each day, daily. I was just creating skits daily. And back then, we don't have much people on Instagram that time. So like sometimes I would just we have a few people that do, as I told you, the downloaders. We call them the downloaders. Like you give them your skit, and then they will push it to people's phone. Like when you come, you say, okay, I need maybe anything entertaining. So they just push it to you. So basically, that was how. In fact, my fan base is bigger than what's online. Like I have more people on ground than online. Do you get my point?
yes, I do. I
Yeah.
do. So is this because
Yeah.
because it's interesting? I'm learning about the downloaders. Has there been a lot of change in that? Because now we obviously have that perception that a lot more people are online, that phones are more accessible. From when you started to now, are the downloaders still? Do they still have an important part to play?
They have, and they still are. They have and they still are because data costs. You understand?
Yep.
And now most content creators are moving to longer version of skits, longer skits. So here in the north, not everybody is willing to just spend all of his data online to just go and look at just one single skit. We like to watch stuff, so we prefer to watch so many things. So some people, as I told you, we have a lot of villagers down here. Like we have the people that can buy data and just go through their phones, and there are some that they still not prefer to buy data. They prefer to just pay, let's say, 200 or 300 to get variety of stuff at once from the downloaders. You understand? So the downloaders are here to stay.
Did you always know, or did you specifically choose to create your content in Hausa? Was that a strategic decision, or just?
It was strategic because that time when I started, there is this famous guy from the south. I don't know if you know him, Chris Clown. He's on Instagram. He's a content. He does comedy. I happened to notice his skits too online. I was like, so somebody in Nigeria is also doing this thing, but he's doing it in English, and he has the numbers. Like he already have a lot of people on his page. I know there's no way I can beat that one. I cannot beat that one because for you to beat any other person outside your region, you need to carry your own people along.
Yep.
Then you go and join it with his own people and they make it. So I had to okay, now how do I get my own army first? I was like, okay, let me just do it in Hausa. Hausa is everywhere. Everybody understands Hausa. So that was how I got to it and started doing it in Hausa and went viral and was like, okay, fine. Let me just do this. And for the record, I'll be the first to start in Hausa. So it's all win for me. Good.
Yeah. No, I think it's important also. I mean, that celebration of our culture and of our language. I think that the thing is, this is one of the challenges with the world becoming smaller is the loss of local culture. So I think it's really encouraging to see that
cultures.
Yeah, but to see the uptake of it and see the interest in it. And I think it's also important and interesting to understand, as you said, that a lot of your audience is offline, and just understanding the way that the digital then leads to and has grown the offline. So very, very interesting. Very interesting. You said something earlier on about you said army, but I mean, I'm curious to see, you said you used to shoot the videos yourself. How has that progressed? Are you still a one-man show, or how do you now do it?
Okay, right now it's Bushkiddo is. I don't think I can't call myself alone Bushkiddo. It's like a team now. Once you say Bushkiddo, okay, we need this. I'll have to call that guy, call this. Okay, we have a shoot tomorrow. You get now. It's a team. It's no more one army. It's a team. I have to call all of them and contact them. Okay, we have so, and when do you think is the right time to shoot? How do you write this script? How do you look at it? I'll draft everything, then I'll pass it to them. They will look at it. They will make some adjustments, and then we just send it back for review, and then we go ahead and shoot it. And by the way, let me add one more point. Almost all the guys that came to me, they actually learned so many things from me. Because back then I was done with university, as I told you earlier, so I had a lot of time. With me, so I've been into research. How do I make my skit better? How do I do this? How do I do that? So I get to learn how to edit, how to script, how to write screenplay for a movie. I learned so many things, how to direct people, how to control crowd. So with time, when people started coming in, I would just look at you and understand what you like most. Then I'll just train you on it. Like now, I have guys that they are now photographers, like professional photographers, moving to Lagos. So many places like Lagos, they'll go to Abuja, Kaduna. They'll go there, do professional stuff, snap for the emir. I think last 3 days, one of them I saw him with the president Buhari, the former president Muhammadu Buhari. Like they went for a photo shoot. Like if you stay with me, you don't get to appear in a skit. You get to learn something, and then you will be promoted automatically. Because as we are shooting, I am promoting your handle, and you are learning something. So once you grab the hand of it, fine, you can go. But when I want to work, you come and work for me. Fine, I'm good.
That's fantastic. We were talking to somebody else before, and I was saying that I think there's always a lot of people who hold with their fists closed about, because I'm now made it, that they don't spread the joy. I think it's commendable and really impressive to meet people that understand that thing of, it's not the mere fact that I bring you up doesn't make me any lesser. It just makes the environment and it makes the community better. I think that's really interesting. So, about, I mean, if you don't mind me asking, about how many people
Yes.
do you think how many people do you work with? Do you employ? People always think that a film actor, a Tom Cruise or whatever it is just Tom Cruise. Till you understand the team that he has behind him, the manager, the assistant, the this, the that, and suddenly you understand that that person is not just one, but it's a corporation and stuff. So yeah. But how many people? How many people are you?
Yes, I have. There are lots.
Okay.
Like, let me even give you another point. You see this North, apart from the Kannywood actors, the ones that have been in movies since before I started, almost all these artists, celebrities, upcomings must have contacted me at a point to promote them. It's either you give me a song, I create a skit, I put it, I tag you, or you come, you shoot with me, I tag you. You get, there is almost all of them, almost all these northern artists, almost all of them, one point or another, they must have contacted me and we must have worked together, either promote their content or shoot with them. So like I have so many people. I can't even, I would just, it's when I like have something to do with you, I'll just give you a call, like, okay, when are you free? We have this, we have that. And I'm okay, I'm good, because whenever I make a call, I call them, they always come. Like, it's, I don't usually have problem. They understand me and I understand them, and we're good.
Okay. So which reminds me, please don't forget to tag us. Please, so because obviously you have the power and the reach. So please make sure that at the end of this, you make sure you tag us on this. So that's important. I wanted to ask that you said that you did the skit and you were getting people and it was getting viral. When did you know that you could do this full time? Was there a point that you knew that this was it and you could do this full time?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Actually, there are even 2 points. One was when I really knew. I don't even know I was famous that time. Like, we went for just countdown, normal countdown now. It's just end of the year. So me and my guys, we just, we went there. That time there is a particular facing cap that I usually wear in my skits. There is one particular facing cap. I wore that same pickup that day. It was night too. One guy just say Bushkiddo. That was the end. People rush. I was shocked. I was surprised. Like, somebody took off the hat. Somebody took. He was screaming. I have his hat. Like, it was mad. In fact, they had to put me in a passers-by car. Somebody was just passing. They entered the road, stop him. They just put me inside. They just say, "Me the guy, just they go. Man, just go. They will meet me. I just go."
You're kidding. Did you get the
That
cap
was
back?
when I understand. Okay, this is not. Sorry?
Did you get the cap back?
No, it's gone. It's gone. I even saw it online. The guy was wearing it and was screaming, "This is Bushkiddo's real cap." I got it. They tagged me. They tagged my Instagram. I had to go and check. I was laughing. I was like, "What?
Okay.
Did I reach this level? Like, what?" Then the second one is when I was contacted for content and I was offered 600,000. I was like, whoa, what? Six what? I couldn't, like, I had to send it. There is one of my friends that acts as my manager. So I had to like forward the mail to him, like, "Bro, read this in. Is it a scam or what?" He just went through it. He called me and said, "Congrats, bro. We don't make our first 600K." I was like, "Guy, you are the tech guy," because he's into this programming, into this ICT stuff. He's very good with anything social media, especially there's links, clickable links, because they sent me a link to check their platform and see what they do. So I was like, "Okay, you go ahead and verify this first." He verified it, got back to me and told me, "Baba, we just made 600, just like that, to just shoot a skit." That was when I say, this is serious business. That was when I monetized it 100%. I'm doing it for the pleasure and I'm doing it for the money.
Alrighty. And it's actually a funny thing that, one, it's actually amazing that we're able to do this virtually, because I remember back in the days when I still had hair, when, the ability the internet was not very stable. So it's amazing that we can do this now, but it also still shows the challenges around the technology because there's still things still sort of breaking down. So it makes me want to ask that where do you think the Nigerian content creation environment, where do you think it's going to go to? What do you think it could benefit from?
The Nigerian content creators, they they basically have like it helps us because we basically have work and we employ people. You understand? So it's a progress, and it's a way to showcase what we can do and what we have in a positive way. So like maybe these outside countries, they have this perception like in Africa we don't have house. There are so many things that they believe we don't have or we don't know or we don't do. So we keep surprising them with our content. For example, if you look at our musicians now, they're very very far away. They've gone so far, and even the content creators now they are coming up. They are going far places. So I think this content creation of a thing is a very good how do I even put it? It defines us. Like that is the way to express yourself like freely without any obstacle or anything. Just go online, you create a nice content, you push it out, you educate people, you pass news, you pass so many things.
Okay, okay. No,
I think that's a good
it's
one.
interesting. It's
Yeah.
good. It is, and I think that's interesting that if we look at what the music has become, I mean, the way that African Nigerian music has, taken over the globe, and just look at the opportunities that also offers for content creators. I was talking to somebody who was saying that, that he's been able to travel based around that he's able that, and even that, and then recognition that even when he travels around Africa and stuff like that, he's still recognized purely because of that. So it's very, very, it's very interesting. It's very, very
Yeah.
interesting.
Like me, I traveled to Niger, and like there were a lot of fans there. I was happy. Like they were just Bushkiddo, 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 Marseille, Marseille. They were just doing the French stuff. I was like, hey, you understand? I check around and see countries that watch my stuff. Countries that watch my stuff. So I look at my statistics. I see Germany. I see Saudi Arabia. I see Niger. I see Cameroon. A bit small from USA. Then the other countries, but very small percentage, very very small percentage. But Nigeria is the one with the highest, then followed by these other African countries nearby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one has surprised you? Is there one when you looked at your analytics? Was there one that you were really surprised by? Was there any that you suddenly thought, oh my God, I can't believe, is it, that they're
Um,
watching me from there?
yes. Like most of the countries, apart from these, Nigeria, Niger, Cameroon, just this surroundings. I was like, okay. At first, it just showed me the first five countries. Nigeria was on the top. Niger. I was like, oh, okay. People are watching. As I just scrolled up, I just see the rest: Germany, Saudi Arabia, like so many of them. But the percentage is not that much. It's just
Okay.
like that. So I was like, wow, 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 wow.
Okay. Yeah, but you're global. That's good. Well done. Congratulations. That's very, 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 no, very impressive.
Thank
Very
you.
impressive. But it feeds into something that, I mean, you talked analytics, talked about analytics, but I wanted to talk and just shift it a bit towards advertising and stuff. And I'm curious about, how you promote yourself as in, or just even that idea of digital advertising. What are your thoughts and what's the impact of digital advertising been on your career or your businesses?
Digital advertising is like a simplified way to just sell off whatever you have. You don't need to walk door to door to contact to talk. You don't even know whether you might meet somebody that is angry or maybe he just lost somebody, or there are so many factors that you avoid when you are advertising online. You understand? And another thing is,
Yep.
once you advertise online, it stays there. It stays there. Like, okay, let's assume I did an advertisement, I posted it, and somebody that is very angry just went online and just saw the video. Let's assume he used to watch my stuff, but as of that time he's very angry. He just opened his Instagram and just saw my video. He just passed it and just go. Later on, when he comes down, he'll still go back. He'll be like, okay, let me see what this guy did. These are some kind of advantages over the social media has over physical. Because if it is physical, once you go and he sends you away, he will never call you back. You won't even see him again.
True.
But
True.
when it's online, People will see it. Even if you don't see it now, it might be recommended to you. Once it starts trending, the platform will just push it to you automatically, like, see what people are watching.
Okay.
So it's easy. People
Right.
just look at it. Okay, we like this. They just contact you. Inspection. You seal the deal. Finish. No stress. You just their house. They sleep. Nothing. Yeah.
To move, yeah, it is. It's true. It's true. I think that's the beauty of digital, is that ability to reach.
And one more point. Sorry, let me add
No,
one more point, please.
please go. No, no,
Let me add
please
one
go
more
on.
point.
Please. This is interesting. I want to get
It
more about what you
has
have.
it has it has the potential to lead you to so many people. Like the number is uncountable. Like you have a very large number of reach. Like you keep on going. It doesn't stop. You meet it, and it's just like just by one click. You just click boom, from your bed. Instantly you see 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 6,000, 8,000, 10,000, 100K. Imagine you walking up to 100,000 people. Your shoe must have finished. The sole of your shoe must have finished by then, and you're not guaranteed to get a customer. But if it is online, no gain. You just post, you wait, they contact you, they like it, they come for inspection, boom, deal, you're done. It's easier, it's simpler, it's faster, and it's safer in a way, because you don't know who you are meeting. So once it's online, you choose a public place, or yeah, a public place that you know is safe. You meet there, you do your deal, everybody goes his way. Fine.
Okay. True, true. It is. It offers that the reach, and also you said that on that initial safety and everything. I wanted to ask about your work and how you come up with it. You talked about writing and giving the scripts out. What's your work ethic? I remember reading about about authors and writers, and I think people misunderstand what it takes as a creative person. So that there are writers who say that, look, they wake up in the morning and they are at their desk from 9 to 6, and that is the routine that they have to go through, even though they are creative. So, how do you go
No,
about
no,
it?
no, no, no.
Is it discipline, or what happens with you?
Let me even correct this. I only write skits if they are advertisements. And the reason why I write advertisement is because they will be going under review. But for my normal content, just normal skits, I don't write them. I just call and say, bro, I have this idea. And it just comes. I don't usually sit down, start thinking, write, then no. Correct? No. No. It just comes. It's like, sometimes it's also like normal, like day-to-day activity. I'll just witness something. I'll be like, wow, this is funny. Or I can turn this into something else. So basically, I don't write my normal skits. It's only when it comes to
Okay.
advertisements that I write. So there's nothing like I sit down, I create. When it comes to my mind, I do save them in my phone. I'll just keep the heading, like laminated ATM card. So I know the whole story.
Is there a place you get inspiration from, where your ideas come from? Or is it just everyday things?
Those sometimes when I'm watching movies, sometimes when I'm watching other people's content, and sometimes, as I told you, it's just as you are just going on with your day-to-day activity. You just witness something and you just convert it to skits.
And so, what do you think is what would you say is the hardest part of being a content creator?
The hardest part, one of the hardest parts, is the starting, like the initial startup stage, the starting point. Your people might not be supportive. You understand? Because from my own case, my the first video of mine went viral. I was getting calls from my family members. They'll be like, what is this that you're doing? You are done with your NYC, you have your certificate. What is this? Are you what is wrong with you? Did they swear for you or what? What's this? Did, let me even tell you something. Because as at first I wasn't shooting skits with ladies. I was just shooting skits with guys, like guys related story. I'm just shooting guys related story, like me and my friend, me and my two guys, me and my three guys. Nothing like lady. The first skit that I now shot with a lady, they downloaded that video and sent it to my dad straight. Look at what your son is doing now. Look at
Okay.
what your son is doing now. Look at it. So my dad, my dad,
Okay.
my dad called me and was like, "What's going on? Like they sent me this thing. This is you, right?" I said, "Yes, that is me." Oh, so what is this? I said, "It's just a normal comedy skit to just make people laugh, to reduce their anger, to bring calm them down, to make people happy, to earn reward, because making people happy is like Islamically you get reward for that. So he was like, okay, but be very mindful of your religion. Don't cross the line. I know your religion very well, so there are things you don't do, like something like you curse a line, you call the F word, touch a lady's hand, or you get all those stuff. You don't do them online. You don't promote anything like nakedness. You cover up. You understand. So that was how I followed that rule. And there was a point that you can even enter a house. You will see a father with his children watching my video. It's very universal. It's very universal. You can watch it freely with your children. There is nothing that is 18 plus. Like you'll be like, no, 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 look, cover your eyes, cover your eyes. No, it's just playing. You watch, you put on your own status, you send to people. You understand? So that was one of the challenges. Then again, there is this crew problem. Not everybody can act. Not everybody can act. You have to take your time. You have to take your time to coach them. Those that cannot be coached, you look at what they can do and then you shift them towards that thing. That was what I did. And I have my people, and I have the perfect person for everything. Once you say this, I know who to call. Once you say this, I know who to call. Once you say this, I know who to call. I think basically that is the to hand. Then there is one problem we had. That was back then. Like if we want to shoot, we need a supermarket, or we need a larger car, or maybe we need some props that we don't have. Okay, we have to go to somebody that has that thing, beg him, and then use it. Back then, I wasn't getting that. If I go, they will say, no, 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 no.
Okay.
The owner wouldn't want to see you guys shooting video. That was back then. But when I blew up, they started calling me, bros. Afana, if you promote our shop, they'll say how much. Then I'll ask them how much are you paying. There is one Italian boutique in our area. Don't even. I've never told anybody this one. Back then, when I started my skits, I went to that Italian boutique. There's this Timberland. Back then, people were using large trousers with this Timberland, with large shirts, pickups. So I wanted to fill among, since I'm now a content creator. So I walked into that shop. I was like, that time I didn't blow. Nobody knows me. So I was like, I just went straight to the shoe. I just picked it up like this. I was just looking at it. So I looked at the guy in the shop. I was like, bros, how much is this shoe? He was like, it's not the type that you know. That's what he told me. It's not the type that you
No.
know. Straight. It's not the type that you
No.
know. I say, okay, sir. I just dropped it, humbly walked out. When I got famous, those people were chasing me to come and shoot skit for them. But unfortunately, when I went, that particular shopkeeper has been changed. He pained me, he pained me, he pained me. They've changed the guy. I
Okay.
was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Anyway, I believe he's still seeing my progress wherever he is.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
So basically, that's some of the other challenges we have. When you want to rent something, that was before, but now it's okay. You can rent cars, you can rent houses, you can rent shop, you can collect anything you want. You just shoot. Maybe you just do them a small advert, maybe snap their logo, or maybe use their handle, and they'll just let you shoot. They'll even give you some free stuff from the shop. But back then, we suffered that. We suffered. They don't used to give us.
Okay. So at what point, do you remember when people stopped reporting you to your parents? Do you remember where suddenly it became fine that, okay, yes, you are now out there shooting stuff?
It's my dad. If you report me to him, he'll tell you he has given me the necessary education, like both Islamically and Western education. So I know what is right and I know what is wrong. So he's done with me. And he believes I'm not going to do anything that will tarnish his image. That was it. I got total 100% freedom. I went out, I blew up, I did so many things.
Okay, no, that's excellent. I think the support to the back is important because then it gives you the freedom to really explore. You mentioned earlier about the fact that your process that you only write when you're doing for brands, but I wanted to ask and say, how do you maintain your own the authenticity of what you do when you're working with brands? Because obviously there is an expectation from your community of what Bushkiddo does. How do you balance that?
Okay, what I basically do is number one is most of the cases I usually shoot in Hausa. That will bring people. That is number one. Once they open it, they started hearing Hausa, they know it's their content, they watch. Then, secondly, I need to find a relatable thing, anything that is relatable to people around me, and then link it with the product and then shoot.
How do you find working with brands? What are the learnings that you've gotten over the time of working with brands?
Working with brands, sometimes it's a bit tiring because they will keep pushing the content back and forth until it loses its taste as a comedy.
Okay.
They'll be like, no, we need this strict, we need this, we need that, we need this, we need this. So me, I believe in free will. Like, do your thing. Okay, promote this for us. Do your thing. So there is one dairy factory that I promoted in the north. What I did is it's a skito, but they say be free with your content. What I did was I just took the dairy milk, poured inside a cup, just took a sip, and then I started laughing. Like I was going crazy because of the taste. That was just the ad. I think it's just 7 to 8 seconds. It went viral. You understand? But now for some organizations, you cannot do that. They'll be like, you didn't call this, you didn't call that. It's supposed to be after this. You get. So they give you a lot of rules that tends to cut the comedy away from the content. That is one of the biggest challenges you face with adverts.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's, yes, definitely. As you speak to people, it's trying to balance out the creative freedom versus the brand message. So you mentioned about being about the example of when the people took your face cap. How do you deal with the pressures of this fame and influence? You mentioned about the challenges of being able to go out now. How do you manage that? How do you cope with it?
Actually, you time yourself like, okay, the busy hours, when it's likely like there are less people, you get, and then you move in crowd. Like when people see you like five, they tend to have this little fear of just coming. But if you're alone, they'll just start coming. But once they see you with guys, and then don't just move without talking. Be talking, like move and talk. Talk with your guy. Be talking. Be talking. Be talking. They will think like, okay, let's excuse him. He's talking. Let's
Okay.
excuse him.
Okay.
You just pass, safe pass. But once you just look at front and you're going, they'll be like, it's free. Let's go and snap picture. But sometimes I by myself, when I'm just passing and I notice people are trying to look at me, I'll be like, hello guys, what's up? How you doing? They'll be like, hey, boo. They'll just come with snap pictures and then we go. So you just time you understand the time, like your timings, and then you manage it.
If you were not doing this, what would you be doing?
Okay, I believe I will be doing something or anything related to computer because I'm very good with laptops. I like doing stuff. I like playing games. They said like most intellectual people do play games and watch anime. So I'm a fan. Like I watch anime. I do research. I like digital stuff. Like I go online. I do so many things. I like research. So I believe I would have been doing anything or something related to computer work, like using a laptop. Maybe I'll be in the ICT, or I'll be a programmer or a developer, or that's something of that nature. You know,
Okay.
yes.
Right. Sorry, something I should have asked earlier because you said you went to university in Kano. What did you study? If you don't mind, what did you study?
Physics.
Okay. All right. Sorry, it's very. Yeah, that's interesting. It's interesting. I read law, and then I ended up in advertising. So, trying to see where physics leads.
Wow.
Physics leads you into comedy. So it's very, very interesting. What improvements do you think could be made to the Nigerian creator space? What do you think could be done to make it more conducive, to make it better for you guys, for you as a creator?
I think it's left to us, the creators, because the field is there for us. We can utilize it with any other way we want to. So it's left for us, the creators, to push ourselves. Like the internet is everything that has been given to you. Like that's all you need, the internet, and it's there. So there's nothing they can do for you again. It's you that you have to utilize it very well. So we are the ones to work on ourselves, not and not anything related to the social media, but us to improve on ourselves.
Okay, well, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, I know we're running out of time, but I wanted to get a few things still out from you. I mean, one of the things is as somebody who works with other creators and try, as you said, try to identify people's abilities. What advice would you give people who want to do content creation?
The first thing is not everybody is meant to be a content creator. Not everybody. It's a talent. It's a talent. It's a talent. It's not something like a skill. Okay, go and learn how to make a sword. Fine, everybody can just learn the basics and then make a sword. But content creation is a gift. Some people do force themselves into it, but it doesn't go that smooth. So understand you have the gift first. Try one or two things. Create skits. Be very strict. Don't go into that XX and stuff. Just do something simple. Watch comments. Give your close by friends. Let them watch. Give your school group. Post it in your school group. Post it in your community. Understand what people are saying about it. Then you understand if it fits for you or not. That is basically the first step. If it fits you and you are getting good feedback, then you can go on and just create as much as you can. And then if it doesn't fit you, you just leave it. You just jump into something else before you just waste your time and end up with no skill and no content creation.
Okay. What's the future for Bushkiddo? Is it more content or is it moving into film? What do you think? Would you call it?
Bushkiddo is diversified though. Bushkiddo is into so many things. Okay. I started with content creation, and then I had some few skills. That's the computer skill, and then a bit of car repair. I've been to I don't like just sitting idle for no reason. So I've ventured into so many things. But the most prominent ones are these are how to edit with a laptop, how to do a little stuff. I can do so many things with a computer. That's a skill. So I get paid to do some other stuff apart from doing comedy skits. And then the skits, and then I'm into this farming. I go to villages, I buy goods, I bring them back, and then I sell them off. And then I jumped into this car dealership again. So if I don't, I back then I used to have 2 cars, then 3, then 4, 5. That's how it goes. When I started that one, I don't even have a car, so I would just go to the dealership. We made a deal. Okay, I'll be bringing customers using my platform. They'll come, they'll buy, they'll give me commission. So that was how I started. As I started raising money from my skits, from the commission, and I started buying my own cars and selling them. Later on, I was approached by some real estate people. They were like, okay, why don't you come and sell houses and we give you percentage? I was like, very good deal. Well, I just jumped into it, and I'm still doing good. Do my comedy, I sell cars, I sell houses, I farm. Though I don't do the main farming, I just go to the village, I buy the products, I bring them down to the city, I sell them off. And just of recently too, I've shot a movie. It's a series. Self. So I was like, okay, let me just jump out of the comedy skits. Let me do something that is trending now in the north, because series are trending now in the north.
Okay.
Like people now are very, very attached to series in the north. Series movie. So I was like, okay, let me tap into that market now. So right now I've even shot the series. It's with the editor. He's working on it, and I will soon release the trailer and then release date for the episode 1 and the rest, and then I will carry the whole series to one of the TV stations, or maybe all of the TV stations. I will just give them equal rights. Everybody can air it. Anybody can, do whatever he wants to do with it, but just give me my money.
Fantastic. So when should we expect the series to come out?
Maybe next this December. No, this December. I'm planning on this December.
So I must say, because one of the things when I was looking about it was that you have Bushkiddo TV. So that's because I noticed that there's
Bushkiddo on Instagram, right?
Yes, yeah. So there was the Bushkiddo. Is that how you're going to release it, or?
No. It's going to be on YouTube. I'm targeting that YouTube monetization. Dollars. Dollars are crazy in Nigeria now. Yes.
Making FX, making the money. Absolutely, absolutely. Very, very necessary.
Yes.
Very necessary. Okay, Mr.
Yeah.
Bushkiddo, Mr. Ex-Bushman, Mr. Current Bushkiddo. I wanted to say thank you. Because
The real name is Muaz Mohammed. Call my real name. Muazu Muhammad.
Muazu Mohammed. Did I get it right?
Exactly.
Excellent.
It's Muazu. Muazu. Muazu Muhammad.
Mohammed. Thank you.
I even forgot to tell one point. There was a time that people were looking at me as a southern guy that speaks Hausa. I don't know if you understand.
Yes. So is your accent that bad?
It's not bad, but because I started first and I wasn't wearing that our normal agbada with hula. I wasn't dressing like a Hausa person. That time I had a lot of hair on my head. Like my hair is like this. You can hide so many things inside my hair. You understand? And I was using English words. You get, and I'm throwing slangs like some English words. I'm throwing them into the skit. So they just believe, okay, this guy is from South. They understand Hausa.
Okay.
In fact, some of them even thought my name was Bush. Like my real name was Bush. Like when I say I want to go and pray, they'll be like, pray what? Is it Sunday? I'll be like, nah, the daily prayers, man. They'll be like, oh, so you're a Muslim? I was like, yes, I'm a Muslim brother like you. They'll be like, wow, interesting. But where are you from? I said, I'm from Kano. Hey, you're from Kano with this. Like, how come? I said, I thought that's just it. I'm a free person. Like, I'm doing nothing that is not a halal. Like when I say halal, I'm doing nothing that is not right. I'm doing the right thing. Because Islamically, you can keep hair. Once it's clean, you are good. So I told him, it's a free, like, I'm okay, I'm good. I'm one of you guys.
Okay.
So later on, when I started going for interviews in TV stations, then I understood that, okay, he's a Hausa guy, he's from Kano, he's this. Basically, that's the journey.
Alrighty. Okay. I want to say thank you. I I have a lot more to ask, but I'm conscious that, and I have to let everybody on that's listening and watching this understand that Muazu is not he hasn't been feeling well, and that's why I really appreciate you taking the time to even do this. It's really, really kind of you to take the time out to share the learnings and to share, to have the conversation. And I find it really interesting and inspiring. I look forward to seeing the series and watching it. And it's amazing the insights that, from somebody who's down in the South, to understand about the downloaders and to understand how that works. And I think that it sounds really, the plans and the aims you have sound really good. So I wish you all the best. And I really do say thank you ever so much for taking the time out. Thank you very much. Everybody else, thank you for dialing in. As I said, this is a 5-part series looking at sort of content creators and the digital creative economy. So if you haven't watched the others, please check out our podcast, DBA or Don't Be Afraid, and all the different platforms. Remember to subscribe, remember to follow, and Bushkiddo, don't forget to tag us. This one that, please, I'll be looking out for that tag.
No problem.
I'm expecting it, okay? But thank you very much. Thanks for much time.
I'll tag you guys, yeah.
All right.
No problem.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.